Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann.
Hey, and welcome to Sports World Radio's NFL Real Talk. How's everybody doing today? We got a jam-packed show. 1 hour tonight on Saturday night. Nothing but NFL talk. We're going to have a lot of fun. Lots and lots to get to today. We're going to make all our picks for the rest of the games for Sunday and Monday. A lot of good games this week. Let's get all the particulars out of the way. SportsWorldRadio.com is a place to listen to this show, whether it's Monday through Friday or Saturday night during the NFL season when we do NFL Real Talk. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. SWRshow@gmail.com is the email. SWRshow@gmail.com is the email. Now, with all that out of the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man.
Hello, Jeff. How's it going, bud? How you doing on this Saturday, December 6, 2014?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing good, buddy. 9:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 6:05 p.m. on the West. Saturday, if you live in the Central, that out for yourself. And the weather is very cold and rainy and wet out here. That's what I get for yeah.
Of course it is, man. And, of course, joining us like he does each and every Saturday night for our NFL Real Talk, the producer and program director of Sports World Radio, our good friend Josh Lopez. What's up, buddy?
What up, Red Bastards? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. I can't wait for tonight. It's going to be a funny night.
Sounds kind of quiet at your house. I like that.
Yeah, nothing's going on here today.
Nothing's going on there today? Hey, did you get any snow today?
Nope.
No
It's
snow?
cold, but it's not snowing yet.
Is it windy out there?
It's like, no, not outside or not inside. It's like 33 degrees outside.
That's not too bad.
Nah,
not too
can't
bad.
complain.
All right, so
I mean,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I was saying, I mean, it's cold over here, but I guess I can't complain about it as much as I would like to complain about other things with Chicago sports, but it's all good.
We'll get into that.
Oh, no.
We'll get into that in just a little bit. Lots of games to get to today. All NFL talk, commercial free, 1 hour. This show is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. Never ever touch your toilet seat ever again to lift it or lower it. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. All right, Sean, let's start off with Thursday's game.
Okay, Thursday's game, the Dallas Cowboys did something they needed to do, and that was to end the years of misery with going 8-8. They go into Chicago, Jeff and Josh, with a huge win. I really felt, the Bears are going to come back and win this game. Didn't happen. Cutler made a mistake. The Cowboys survived 41-28.
I didn't even get to watch the game.
I did, and DeMarco Murray really has improved for the Dallas Cowboys. He's really proved that people are saying, well, he could be big since the Emmitt Smith era. He ran the ball really well for the Dallas Cowboys in a game, Jeff, they needed to have because they know very well they have to watch tomorrow to see what happens between Philadelphia and Seattle. Josh, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not as visibly upset like a lot of people in Chicago are with this game. It is what it is. I mean, I thought Jay Cutler played fine throughout the game. He did have the one turnover, but that doesn't make an excuse for giving up 41 points. I don't care who's on the field. Mel Tucker's got to go. As much as the offense gets a lot of ridicule, and they do turn the ball over here and there, it's just a defense, man. It is what it is. It's been up and down this whole season for the Bears. So I can't say anymore. I mean, with the Cowboys, they played a good game. I got to give it up to them. But does that mean they're not going to be 9-7? that remains to be seen.
Yeah, and good point there, Josh. When you look at Romo's stats in this game, gentlemen, he was 21 of 26. He passed for 205 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no interceptions. Jay Cutler was 32 of 46, 341 yards, 2 touchdown passes, and 1 interception. So Cowboys get a much-needed win. But like you said, it remains to be seen, Josh, just how well the Cowboys can finish with 3 games left. At Philadelphia, home against Indianapolis, and then finishing up the season at Washington Redskins.
The Cowboys will find a way to screw themselves over. Whether they make the playoffs or not, I still don't think they're making the Super Bowl.
2-7 in the last 9 playoff games explains a lot. And Jeff, you're probably just saying, I'm going to get the last laugh when I see that Dallas either chokes and blows, but they'll find a way to screw it up in January.
Well, yeah, they're gonna screw it up in December because they're gonna lose the next 2 games. It's gonna be that
Causing
simple.
Jerry Jones to go into panic mode.
It's that simple. I mean, they're gonna screw up the next 2 games, so it's gonna be that simple.
41-28. So now they have to wait and see if Philadelphia loses. Boy, would that be something. The Eagles lose against the Seahawks.
And I'm telling you, if the Eagles lose against the Seahawks, that game the next week in Philadelphia is going to decide who wins the whole freaking kit and caboodle in the NFC East. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
That'll be the determination of who wins the NFC East division. So
Hey,
the Eagles know that. Oh, I was just going to say, Josh.
Before we go to the next games, I like the fact that you own up your bet. But look at this bossy stuff here in the Spreaker chat room. It's ridiculous.
Well, you should. You see it on you see it on Skype too, don't you?
Yep.
He's got everything back to normal, man. He's back to normal on Skype, back to normal on Facebook. Well, not on Facebook, but you know.
I was tired of it. That was a long, brutal week.
That's pretty crazy, huh?
But I know Jeff and I have got something bigger in store for all you listeners listening out there. And we save it toward the end.
Yeah, I'm working
All
on
right,
it,
here's our first game, Jeff. Here are the morning games. The first game, this is going to be a classic. Pittsburgh Steelers at Cincinnati Bengals.
Classically boring.
No, it's not classically boring. That's an AFC.
Andy Dalton puts me to sleep.
Yeah, but come on, that's an important game for both of those teams right there. That's not a boring game.
I don't know. Cincinnati's the most boringest team that continues to find ways to win. I just don't care about them.
I got to go with Cincinnati. I'll go first. I got to go with Cincinnati Bengals in this game. Andy Dalton will have a big game for them. This is the first of 2 meetings between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Steelers do not look good. They looked horrible last weekend against the Saints. And I know, Jeff, you would easily agree with me about that.
Cincinnati wins tomorrow. You might as well kiss the freaking playoffs goodbye for the Steelers. You hear that, Wes?
And then he'll just say, not to worry, Jeff. I got Penguins hockey to focus on.
Yeah, exactly right, because that's the only thing you got to focus on.
Cincinnati, I say, Jeff, and predict you'll be picking Cincinnati, your dark horse team.
Of course I'm picking Cincinnati. There's no way I'm picking Pittsburgh to win this freaking game.
Otherwise, we'll never hear the end of it from Wes.
I can't. Listen, I picked Pittsburgh last week, and they blew it.
Yeah, see here. Josh, who are you picking between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati?
I'm sorry, Wes. You got to put your ridiculous towels away for the rest of the season. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Does that mean they're going to be good in the playoffs? We'll see.
You know what they're going to be using those towels for?
Scrubbing their ass?
No, wiping the tears out of their eyes.
There'll be plenty of mourning in the Berg.
You're going to be wiping the tears out of their eyes after they lose tomorrow.
Well, Wes always says he blames it on officiating. He says, sure, the Steelers always get screwed and gypped because the officials have to give it to the opposing team.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Next game, Cleveland Browns at the Indianapolis Colts. This is another big game, one for a team from the AFC North and the team that's leading the AFC South, which is the Colts.
Listen, the Browns are all screwed up in the head. They got to freaking win just to keep pace. That ain't gonna freaking happen. I'm going with the Colts.
Frank says, I'm taking Cincy, and we'll wait for his reply there.
For me, Sean, I think it's gonna be a close game.
Mhm.
I think the only reason why Cleveland are where they are right now is because of their defense. Even though everybody wants to make it all about Johnny Manziel, I'm not gonna get into that. Who cares about that guy? I'm gonna go with the Colts. I think this is another statement game because I still feel that a lot of people think that the Colts don't have what it takes to compete with the teams like Denver or the Scamtriots, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots. No, I'm gonna go with the Colts. I'm sorry.
The Scantriots.
The Scamtriots.
I like that.
I don't like that at all. That doesn't sound very classy.
I like that. The Chargers versus the Scantriots.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get to that game. There's something exciting about that one. I'll take the Indianapolis Colts, too. Andrew Luck still knows that he's got a lot of potential. Remember, this is only his second year as quarterback for the Colts. He's got a lot of years ahead of him to win some championships. And I can agree with you, Josh, that a lot of people are saying, oh, the Colts, they're done, they're finished. And I was like, no, Andrew Luck has something to prove. They can compete with the top teams in the AFC, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Chargers, all these other top teams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Oh boy. I'll start off. I'm gonna go with Detroit. There's been so many times where I try to find upsets that would kind of work, especially for Tampa Bay, who beat Detroit in Detroit a couple years ago and cost them a chance in the playoffs. So I'm going to pick with my head instead of my heart, so I'm going to go with the Lions.
Oh, you sucker. I thought for sure you were going to take Tampa Bay, man.
I was going to, man. It was really close. Me and Sean talked about it throughout the week.
I thought for sure you were going to take Tampa Bay, you rat bastard.
After what we saw on that Thursday against the Bears, and Josh, I know that has some painful memories there, the Lions have proven and shown that they can try to compete with teams in the NFC just like Indianapolis. But the Lions are fully aware of what happened last year. Remember, they have not looked well in the month of December. I will take the Lions in this game, but it remains to be seen if they can actually get into the playoffs or try to overtake Green Bay for the NFC North division.
I'm taking the Lions in this game, too. Why wouldn't I?
I need some points, man.
I
need to get back in this thing.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. You better get moving.
Frank says Lions all the way. The Bucks have not clicked.
He's taking the Lions?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to take the Lions. They're at home. They're on kind of a little bit of a roll, right? I mean,
yeah,
they're on a little bit of a roll right now. Right, so you got to take them. They're only one game behind Green Bay. Green Bay is playing awesome. They need to win. They're playing Tampa Bay. They're supposed to win. They should win, and they got to keep pace with Green Bay because Green Bay is playing Atlanta on Monday night, and you know Green Bay is going to win that freaking game.
That's the biggest question, though, with the Lions. Trying to stay with Green Bay, seeing if they can overtake them for the NFC North. It's going to be very tough, though, because Aaron Rodgers has been very impressive, especially when we get to that Monday night game. When we get there, the Giants, the New York Football Giants at the Tennessee Titans.
Go ahead, Josh.
Say that game again, Sean.
The New York Football Giants, Josh, taking on the Tennessee Titans, buddy.
Well, I got my upset right last week with Jacksonville, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. The Giants just suck.
Well, remember what happened on my Facebook. What did Gary tag me on? Gary One Arm tagged me a picture of Jaguars just to stick it in Jeff's face. Jeff knows that. Jeff knows if he gets tagged, he'll just say, leave me alone. Stop tagging me. I'll take the Tennessee Titans.
Do I need to make my pick for this game?
I know it's easy. Yep.
I'm taking the Giants.
The 3-9 Giants.
The freaking losing team Giants who stink. I'm taking them anyway.
Hey, one more thing before we go to the next game. Frank, I'm sorry, buddy, but I don't agree. I don't think the Packers are going to the Super Bowl here. I'll explain why later, but go ahead, Sean.
He says Packers are not going to be in the Super Bowl? I think you're wrong, you freaking hump.
Well, everybody wants to ride the bandwagon. We'll see what happens.
How about this big matchup? The Baltimore Ravens at the Miami Dolphins.
This could be a good game. I'm going to go with Miami. I like them because they're at home. I know they didn't play that good against the New York Jets, but it is what it is. I'm going to go with Miami, and they're going to give Joe Flacco fits tomorrow.
This was
Clip those wings of the Ravens. I'm sorry, Adrian.
Josh, I got to tell you, you and I talked about this game throughout the week, and we were talking about it. It was one of the most difficult picks of week 14 because a lot at stake. Baltimore battling it out with the three other divisional opponents in the AFC North, and of course you got Miami trying to hang in there in the tight AFC East. I'll go with the Ravens in this one, but I expect this game to be a very close game tomorrow afternoon. It's a tough one. Yeah.
Listen, Miami's been playing awesome lately. I mean, really awesome. And they're at home. This is a must win for Baltimore to keep pace with either Cincinnati or Pittsburgh. They played fantastic against San Diego at home, led the whole game, and lost in the last 30, was losing and with 38 seconds left to go in the game. Baltimore looked really good against San Diego, who's a really, really good football team. San Diego did lose to Miami, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, shut up.
So, you know what? I'm still going to go with Baltimore anyway. This is a must win for Baltimore. Even though it's kind of a must win for for Miami too, isn't it?
Yeah. I think even if Miami did lose this, I still think they have a chance to make it to the wild card because they do have a tiebreaker over the San Diego Chargers and some other teams.
Well, right now, if the season were to end today, Miami and San Diego would be the two wild cards.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Miami needs to win just to stay in as the wild card.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, and it'll be interesting, but I think tomorrow it'll be another close game. But the Ravens know perfectly well get a big lead and hold it because there they were, like you said, up 30-20 last Sunday against the Chargers, and look how that went and fell through. The next match.
The big wins problems are fixed. Give them a call.
His problems are fixed. It's up to you, Jeff. You want to bring him in?
What did he say?
He said, guys, problem's fixed. Could you please bring me in the Skype call?
Okay, if the problem's not fixed and I bring you in, I'm hanging up on your ass. I'm just letting you know in advance, you rat bastard.
Gotta bring the big wind in.
The big
There
wind.
we go.
The big wind. Now, that's all we need is a gale force freaking wind. Are you there, you freaking big wind?
Hold on. Tonight has a death warrant out for them.
What the hell do you want me to hold on to?
I kid you not. I had to reset all my settings.
Well, hey.
I'm stupid in general.
Hey,
Jeff
Frank.
and I were like, what the hell is going on?
Hey, Frank, I got an idea. Frank. Before the show starts, like an hour before the show starts, maybe you should have done that, huh?
Well, maybe you should.
Hey, you can't trust Chicago internet connection, though, Jeff. It comes out of strange places.
That's why.
Yeah, thanks for backing me up, Encyclopedia Man.
Well, he's the only other schmuck on the show that lives there.
Hey, Frank is going
Stay
to...
away from Chicago schmucks.
That's what I said, didn't I?
If you had a team, your own football league, would your team be called the Chicago Schmucks?
Either that or I would call them the Washington Idiots.
Okay, hey, you know what?
God.
Monday night football in the spring, Washington Idiots at Chicago Schmucks.
I kind of like that, Frank.
Frank, I was going to ask you, welcome, buddy. 23 minutes after the hour for the NFL
Dude,
Real
let's just
Talk.
party Johnny Manziel. It's his 22nd birthday.
Yeah, screw
Who
him.
cares?
Happy
Screw
birthday
him.
to Johnny Man.
Screw him. You know what he's...
The guy's probably having a birthday party right now, and I didn't get invited.
You know what he's...
What, is he hanging out with Justin Bieber? Who
Hey,
cares?
Frank. Hey, Frank. Hey, you know what he's gonna get for his birthday?
A loss.
Who, Manziel?
No, you know what Johnny Manziel's getting for his birthday?
Sitting on the bench?
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah.
Exactly, a clipboard so he can watch the game.
What happens if Manziel came to our show and he says, hey, folks, my birthday's in a couple weeks. I'm going to send you invitations. Come to my birthday party.
Well,
Better-
I'll just tell him to go screw himself.
Well, I hate to tell you something, Johnny, but Hey, Johnny, it better be in San Diego because I ain't going to. I'm not paying for a ticket to go to Cleveland. I'm telling you that right now. Right
That's
now, I'm
funny.
telling you that,
Hey, Frank,
Manziel.
I got to ask you, welcome, buddy, to the NFL Real Talk. Glad your problems are fixed. Your thoughts on Baltimore and Miami and what is a big game in the AFC tomorrow?
Well, it's a big game, Sean, for both those teams, the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. But I got to tell you, Ryan Tannehill seems to be a quarterback that the more you see him, the more you're gaining faith in him. And I got to tell you, I'm going with Miami because it seems that the Dolphins are starting to look a little bit. I don't think they're going to beat the Patriots, Sean. I'm going to make your day. I think the Patriots are the team to beat in the AFC, despite the fact that they lost recently to the Green Bay Packers. I'm just going to mention that, and that's it.
A tough one.
But I have to take the Miami Dolphins tomorrow.
I'm going to take Baltimore. Josh, you're going to go with Miami, and Jeff, you're going with?
I'm taking Baltimore.
Oh, boy.
2-2.
Yeah,
How
I'm
about
taking
this
Baltimore.
matchup? It'll be the New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings tomorrow.
Boring.
Let me ask
game
you,
had to
what
be on
would the
national
ratings be
television?
for this game outside
It
of the
better not
respective tickets for those that have Sunday ticket?
This game's not even worth watching on Red Zone.
This game is not even this game is not even bother. I'm not even going to bother to wake up for this freaking game.
Do you know what I would rather watch?
The only way I would watch this game if it was the only game ever played this week.
You know what I would rather watch? I'd rather watch the MFL. Do you know what MFL stands for?
Mandarin Football League?
No, I was thinking Midget Football League.
Oh, I thought it was
okay.
Mandarin Football League.
I'd rather watch midgets play football than see this.
How funny would it be if a midget team played against an NFL team and all you saw was the midgets just running right underneath their legs?
Hey, but the
Dude,
Midgets could beat the
let me tell you,
Raiders
I honestly think the midgets could beat the Oakland Raiders.
and,
That's what
and
John-
the New York Giants.
Hey. The Giants have more. Hey, the Giants have more wins. Actually, the Giants have the same amount of wins as the Jets and the Oakland Raiders combined.
As the misery continues for Rex Ryan and the Jets, he has 4 games left, but will probably be the end of his run in New York. So they go to Minnesota tomorrow. In this game, I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Jets. They're going to finally end a lot of years of playoff misery against the Jets because the Jets are 8-1 all time against Minnesota.
Can I second that emotion? The
Sure.
New York Jets, this is a team that has no momentum right now. Do you know what they're playing these next 4 games for? They're not playing to be spoilers. They're just playing to finish out the season.
Yeah.
They don't care. They know Rex Ryan's fate. Rex Ryan knows his fate. There's no momentum with this team. I'm taking Minnesota tomorrow.
So you got the Giants on the road at Tennessee, and you got the Jets on the road in Minnesota. Who's playing at MetLife Stadium this weekend?
Is there a soccer game going on over there?
Oh, that's gay.
Maybe the midgets are playing.
Maybe. Can you
It's
believe
prob-
that? There's no NFL game at MetLife Stadium this weekend. How about that?
That's
Oh,
kind of
that's
odd.
great.
Really.
That is kind of odd, ain't it?
How
But
about if
hold
we
on.
were in,
Some weeks you have maybe a Sunday game in MetLife. Maybe you'll have the Jets playing a Sunday game, and then Monday night it will be the Giants.
Right. I know. This week there's no game there at all. Josh might be right. There might be a soccer game there.
yeah, you can sit in MetLife Stadium and you can go to a soccer game
Yeah.
and watch players kick a ball and you can fall asleep and like,
Can
oh,
I
who
say
scored a
this about
goal?
soccer? Sean is reading my mind. Who cares? Dude, that's what when it comes to London, let them have their soccer. Let us have our football.
You know what
Like
I think? You know what I think about soccer?
Boring?
Soccer's rainbow flaggish.
Hey, like Nicholas would say, hockey on grass.
Hockey.
He's better to watch, though.
Hockey.
He is way better to watch.
No,
Frank-
he says no. He says soccer could be like watching soccer on ice or hockey.
Dude,
You know,
I love hockey. Hockey's a great sport.
I like-
That's an
hockey's
insult
a lot-
to hockey.
hockey's a lot faster than soccer. I'll tell you that. You ever see soccer on ice?
Soccer
No.
on ice? No,
Yeah,
but I've seen hockey on ice, and let me tell you something.
seen
I
hockey
love
on
to
ice.
see hockey on ice in person. It's a great spectator
You're wise.
sport.
You're wise
That's
in Heineman.
Concussion City, USA, man.
You ever seen soccer played on ice before? You got to watch that. That's pretty fun. Go Google that on freaking YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
all
I
of a
really-
sudden everybody's falling out. Wait, do they wear skates?
Yes. Yes. Some
Are they
people.
wearing shorts and all of that and wearing
No,
skates?
they're wearing no, they're wearing hockey gear with skates on, playing soccer on the ice.
You know what, Dad? You talk about rainbowish. That's over the rainbow, dude.
I would rather watch that than watch real soccer.
Frank, I got a question though. Your thoughts on the Minnesota Vikings against the Jets tomorrow? 5-7. What's your thoughts?
Well, you got to understand too. Didn't the Vikings win or pardon me, why I say win? Didn't they lose a close one to the Packers a couple weeks ago?
I think
Yes,
they did.
23 to 20.
It was only a three. I would like to say it was only
24-21.
Yeah, it was a 3-point victory. If they can play a close one against the Green Bay Packers at home and lose, what do you think they're going to do to the New York Jets tomorrow? Seriously.
Destroy it. It won't even be a
Yes,
game to
they'll
watch.
destroy them, dude. The New York Jets are not going to win a game the rest of the season.
Better not. Then it just leads to a very long off season for them. Josh, your thoughts on the Jets and the Vikings?
Well, I'm not going to watch this game. I'm going to go with Minnesota. I think it needs to be quick and soon as they fire Rex Ryan, like Mike Francesa says on the radio all the time. He gets so upset. You guys see those Vine videos of him, guys. But anyway, I'm going to go with the Vikings. There's an opportunity for Teddy Bridgewater to make another statement in case Minnesota
I
would be
agree.
interested in hiring a veteran quarterback during the offseason.
I'm going with the Vikings as well.
By the
The
way,
next-
don't be surprised if I quit Sports World Radio in a month or so because the New York Jets are going to hire me as their head coach.
Hey, Frank,
Be surprised.
Frank, if they take you as the head coach, dude, I want a job, you rat bastard.
Okay, dude. What do you? I'll give you a coordinator job. Which one, offense or defense?
I don't want no coordinator job. I want to be able to be on the radio.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know if I can help you there, but I'll tell you what. You can handle my media obligations.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, you
Perfect.
get closer to Skippy, buddy.
Yes.
You get that job.
Exactly.
What? There's my connection to
I want you to,
you
you know what? I want you to make me your communications liaison.
Dude, you will be. You'll handle my media, my press conferences.
That's
Dude,
right.
trust me. You know what type of coach I would be like? And I kid you not, Mike Ditka.
That's right. I want to be able, so if Skippy wants to ask you for an interview, you tell him to come talk to me.
Oh,
And you're going to tell him no.
You'll be handling my communications. You'll be my PR person.
That's
so
right.
you know what? Skip Bayless wants to interview me. He's got to talk to you first.
I love it.
Here's another game tomorrow, gentlemen, that's going to be pretty interesting. You got the 3-8 Carolina Panthers taking on the 5-7 New Orleans Saints in a pathetic NFC South division.
Well, you're
Yeah,
not
but-
doing yourself any favors with saying, oh, it's an interesting game between two teams that are under 500.
And they
Like,
still have a
okay,
shot at the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. But, this might help Carolina, too, because they got that tie, remember. As bad as they are, they still might have a chance to sneak this division away from the Saints. But I'm going to go with New Orleans at home. I don't know if someone can do it. It's just like a whole 180 from one year. They're the second best team in the NFC, and now they're next to the New York Giants. And, yep.
And I know, Jeff, you're sitting there shaking your head saying it's not possible that there could be another NFL team that finishes below 500 and sneaks into the playoffs.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Frank, what's your thoughts on Carolina, New Orleans?
I got to take the New Orleans Saints because let's understand this. The New Orleans Saints have lost 3 at home. They can't be losing three straight at home. They cannot afford to lose 4 straight at home because
Better
if
not.
they do, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs. No team in that division deserves to go to the playoffs. But if the Saints cannot beat the worst, one of the worst, well, outside of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course, the worst team in that division being the Carolina Panthers, it seems, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs. I got to take New Orleans.
Uh-oh.
Hey, if it's for me, tell him I'm busy.
I'm going to
Nobody's here.
Wow.
New York Jets calling about my services.
Hey, that's Skippy, Jeff. He wants to talk to you.
Well, put him on. I'm ready.
Skippy would be like, "Hello, Mr. Scow. I've heard your previous shows. You want to debate me in sports? I'll take you right on."
Bring it, you little bitch.
Hey, you know what? That should be a New Year's resolution for 2015 for you, Jeff.
What's that?
Try to get Skip Bayless on a show. It's this show, on his show, or somewhere, and try to debate him.
Well, that would be classic. I just sit there laughing. All of a sudden, I could see Escow going up against Bayless, and it would just Josh would be rolling on the floor too, laughing about the whole thing. All right, I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints too. This is a big game. They need to win to keep their chances alive in a very sloppy NFC South division. And Jeff, floor is yours.
You know what? I got to go with New Orleans as well. They're at home. I'm gonna take them to win as well. Carolina's just not been showing me anything this year.
The next game we get to, the St. Louis Rams at the Washington Redskins. Hey, Gary, where are you, buddy? This is your team, the Redskins, and I'm going with the Rams, buddy.
The Rams?
Rams will go into Washington, beat the Redskins, and then you won't hear any more peeps out of him. Remember, Jeff said, it was so funny, Frank, it was a couple days ago, Jeff ripped Gary because Gary didn't even show up on the show. He only shows up when the Redskins win, but now he doesn't even show up because they're losing.
Dude, maybe he's on suicide watch. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Josh, who you taking between the Rams and the Redskins?
Well, Gary One Arm, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're gonna be looking at another shutout because I'm gonna go with the Rams 52-0.
Ooh.
I have to ask you real quickly, Jeff and Frank and Josh. Here's another thing. Jay Gruden, he came out this week and he says, "I am all done with RG3. I've had it up to here with him."
Good, he's like this, Brian. He's like a freaking baby. You want to act like an egomaniac? Get the hell off the team.
Quite honestly, you need to look at, seriously, the Washington Redskins ought to look at shipping RG3. I kid you not. They can ship
him to Canada.
Yeah, Jeff, what's your thoughts on the RG3 drama? And Jay Gruden says he's had enough with RG3.
Oh, Canada, here I come to play for
Well, here's
you.
another possibility. The Dallas Cowboys could be an option where he could go there. Remember, Josh? Didn't Jerry Jones say he wouldn't mind having RG3 on the Cowboys?
Hold on,
and he said he wanted Johnny Manziel as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
But if they get rid of RG3, what the hell's he gonna do? Where is he gonna go? Who's gonna take him?
Hey, maybe
Well, he can play in the Canadian League with Chad Johnson.
Oakland's always in need of a quarterback. RG3 can go to Oakland.
Yeah, the Raiders are
there.
The Raiders are a possibility for him to go over there to see if they can turn a laughingstock Raider team around.
Well, if RG3 goes over there, they would be 0-16.
Hey, did you hear that? Hey, Josh, did you hear that? There is a team that's worse off than the Chicago Bears. The team to root for.
Well, we're not going to get to that right now.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams. Josh, I'm taking it. You're going to go, yep, you're going with St. Louis. And Frank, I'm pretty sure you're going to go with St. Louis, too. The Rams have been a team that could be very dangerous. You know why I'm going with
St. Louis? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why, because of Gary One Arm.
And also,
he's got to learn to deal with losing.
Well, Jeff Fisher knows very well the Rams won't make the playoffs, but his defense that he has there, they could be good in the years to come. They've been.
Hey, I'll say this. I'll say this. Even though they have a losing record, the Rams deserve to make the playoffs more than the San Francisco 49ers.
So I'm gonna add to Josh's point here. With this defense, obviously they're going to need a quality quarterback. I think that this Rams team, they're a team to watch out for in 2015. They're a young team. Who knows what they could be?
Pending if they're in St. Louis or if they go to Los Angeles.
That's a great point, Sean. We don't know.
Pending what happens. Yeah, Jeff, what's your thoughts? Rams and the Redskins.
I'm going with the Rams, man. They're at home. They're on a roll. They're playing pretty good. Redskins are all discombobulated. They got nothing to play for. I'm going with the Rams.
And poor Gary One Arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Gary One Arm's got to learn to deal with life. Go Rams.
How he tagged me and then he put pictures of Jaguars and now Jeff just he ripped him off the air because of when I got tagged. Josh, you saw that too. It was pretty funny. Yep. All right, The next one we got is the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Josh, I still can't believe it. Not once, but twice you were right when the Jaguars won against the Browns and the Giants. It was, oh my gosh.
That's
Oh
another
man. You know what? I'm gonna do. I
Don't you
really
think you
did
could go
want
to Houston?
I guess that could work, but I really think I was gonna go with Jacksonville, but the way J.J. Watt's playing, I mean, he could beat Jacksonville by himself. I'm gonna go with Houston.
I'm going to go with Houston, too, because it's the Jaguars as well. I'll say this, though. J.J. Watt, I know people are talking about Aaron Rodgers winning the MVP in a landslide. Hold on. I think Rodgers is going to win the award because of the leadership he brings. And J.J. Watt, I do believe, brings leadership. But Watt is doing a lot. I mean, he is a throwback going two ways. I honestly think J.J. Watt's going to get more MVP votes than many people think.
And quite frankly,
I
I don't
agree
think
with
the
you,
three
Frank.
of us wanted to be in Jeff's studios after what happened between Jacksonville and the Giants last Sunday.
I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to be in the studio. I didn't even want to be in the damn studios. I'm taking Houston. Let's move on to the next game.
Houston Texans. All right, here's the late games. You got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos.
This is a fun game because Denver hasn't been playing up to the full potential, and Buffalo still stinks. But you got to go with Peyton Manning and Denver Broncos. I'm praying that Buffalo wins, but I'm picking Denver.
I'm going to go with the Broncos, too. Buffalo knows going into the altitude is going to be tough, and they got to be able to figure out a way to keep Peyton Manning off the field. But, the Bills, they're having, one of their best seasons since the Jim Kelly era. And like I said, do they have a chance, like I said this week, of getting in as a wild card? And everybody says, no, there's not a chance that the Buffalo Bills are going to get there. But the Bills are probably saying, enough with this losing and misery. Let's get back to the days of Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas and Bruce
Those
Smith.
are some great days.
We can't live in the past.
I know. But what's your thoughts, Josh? Buffalo, Denver.
Well, it's time to put up or shut up for Denver. I mean, how many times you're going to play in these close games? I'm still not impressed by them, but I'll go with them since they're at home.
And Jeff, Denver hosting Buffalo.
I'm taking Denver.
Yep. Kansas City Chiefs at
Wait,
the
hold on,
Arizona.
I got a pick.
Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
All right, I'm just gonna do it in a tune. 50 Omaha Hut.
You rat bastard, you.
So we know by that tone, Frank is easily going with the Broncos over the Buffalo Bills. All right, Kansas City Chiefs at the Arizona Cardinals.
I'll start. I don't believe in the Arizona Cardinals anymore. Ever since Carson
heck?
went down, this team, dude, they lose to the Falcons last week.
It still happens. Every best team, look at what Denver did in St. Louis and how bad they played there.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs, they are awful. They looked horrible against Denver last Sunday night.
Yeah, well, the Cardinals have not played their best football over the last few weeks.
But does that mean one thing?
Go
Cardinals
ahead.
starting to collapse. Does that mean Seattle overtakes them in the NFC West?
You better believe it. Seattle overtakes them and potentially gets the number 2 seed. I don't think they're going to get the number 1 seed. I think that's Green Bay's seed to lose. But absolutely, you better believe it.
And Josh, it would be happiness for you because then your prediction was right that San Francisco would ditch the playoffs and not make it.
Well, Frank, I gotta tell you, I'm sorry, buddy. I love you. You're a friend here to the show, but you sound like Skip Bayless and ESPN. Oh, just because they lost 2 games, this season's over now. You've got to be kidding me. Well, okay, let's look at this on paper, right? They're 9-1 starting off the season for a reason, right? Because they don't have these mega superstars. They're an irrelevant team, right? Both of these teams can't score for a hell of beans, and Arizona's at home. It's easy. I'm going with Arizona.
I'm going to take Josh. I'll second that. I'll take the Cardinals, too. Chiefs do not look good. They blew the biggest chance of the season to be right there with the Denver Broncos and lost again. Jeff, what's your thoughts on the Chiefs?
Hold on. I want to say something first. Jeff, are you going to make this a tag team match, or is this going to be a handicap 3-on-1 match?
I'm tag teaming it, baby. I'm taking Kansas City.
Aw.
Oh, so it's a
He's saying that for
handicap
the ribs.
3-on-1 match.
What? No. What? Who? Why? I'm the only one that's taking Kansas City.
Oh, Frank's going with Kansas City.
Yeah. So me and
Okay, I'm
Kansas
going
City.
Kansas City. Okay, so you're going Kansas City. Then guess what? Then it's a tag team match.
Exactly. What the hell did I say the first time? What are you, deaf?
How about this
Come on.
matchup, gentlemen? For another late game, San Francisco 49ers, Josh, at the Oakland Raiders.
I'm going to go with the Oakland Raiders, baby.
There's your.
Upset special of the week.
That's
Raiders?
Josh. Yeah, that's Josh's upset special of the week. You dumbass.
I'll take the 49ers against the Raiders. Come on, Josh. The Raiders got pounded 52
I don't care,
nothing.
man. I always want one upset special of the week is going to be the Oakland Raiders.
So, Frank, the floor is yours, San Francisco and Oakland.
Okay, I'm going to take the 49ers, but I do have one question as far as this is concerned tomorrow. Will there be more fights in the stands than on the field?
Yes.
Probably
No,
will.
you know what? You know that's why they stopped the preseason 49ers Raiders matchups.
Dude,
Dude,
look at Thursday, the Dallas Cowboys and Chicago
They have
Bears.
so many fights in the stands. Dude, there was one guy knocked unconscious in the bathroom.
Well, here's the thing, though, about this game between the 49ers and Raiders, getting back to it. Does it mean, gentlemen, that we're starting to see the window shutting on Jim Harbaugh? Because it seems like I've been hearing rumors that he would be going back to the college level days. That's
I
a
don't
big
think so.
question.
I think he wants to stay in the NFL. And you know what? For all we know, maybe this is the team that he'll be coaching next year. He'll be opposite the sideline with the Oakland Raiders.
What happens if he were to go to Michigan? I think Michigan fired their football coach?
They
Didn't
did. They did fire Brady Hoke on Tuesday. But as far as Brady Hoke goes, look, you're going to have to offer Jim Harbaugh lots of years, lots of zeros, lots of power. Jim Harbaugh, in order for him to return to the college ranks, in this case, Michigan, he's going to have to be the highest paid coach in college football, bar none.
Jeff, what's your thoughts about Jim Harbaugh? Does he stay in the NFL or does he go to college, and who's your pick?
I think he probably stays in the NFL. I don't think he goes to college, and I'm taking the 49ers in this game.
Dude,
Josh,
there could be some U.S. Marshals in the stands and throughout the Oakland Coliseum.
oh, they go nuts, Frank. Those 49er
this-
and Raider fans, they go crazy and
Dude,
nuts.
the U.S. Marshals better be there tomorrow.
How about this game? This is one of the biggest games of the weekend tomorrow. The Seattle Seahawks with Richard Sherman and Tavares Jackson taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Tavares Jackson?
Not Tavares Jackson.
I didn't know Russell Wilson's on the bench.
Russell Wilson, I'm teasing you. I'm gonna go with I'm going with the Eagles in this game because the Eagles know they need to win to stay one up on Dallas in that NFC East, and I think it's gonna be close tomorrow afternoon.
Big game for both teams tomorrow. The question is, who am I going to pick? Look, I'll be honest. I got to go with Philadelphia based that they are at home. Seattle's traveling across the country. I think Seattle's still going to win this division, but I'm going with Philadelphia tomorrow.
The question is, Frank, is this a playoff preview? I talked about it with Josh. Can we see these two teams meeting next month?
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, we could see them potentially. The question is, where? Well, if they do meet, they have to be in a divisional round because if Philadelphia wins that division, then they would be below the number 2 seed, and Seattle would have. We could be seeing a playoff matchup.
Yeah, you could be, and I could see an additional playoff matchup, and of course, a lot at stake for both teams. Jeff, your thoughts on the Seahawks and Eagles?
I'm taking the Eagles to win this game here in Philadelphia. They got to keep pace now. This is kind of like a must-win for them. If they don't, then they go back to equal with Dallas, and then that game next week with Dallas is a big one. I don't want that to happen, so I want Philadelphia to win. I'm taking Philadelphia.
Josh, Seattle, Philadelphia.
I had a prefaces of why I said the Oakland Raiders were going to beat the San Francisco 49ers because I'm going to go with Seattle, and both Arizona and Seattle wins. San Francisco, we'll see you next year. I'm going to go with Seattle.
Sunday night. Oh, here we go. Sunday night
No,
football.
we'll save that for last.
Oh,
We'll save
last.
that for
Okay.
last.
Monday night football on ESPN. The Atlanta
Da, da, da,
Falcons.
da.
The Atlanta Falcons at the Green Bay Packers. I'll take the Packers in this one. Falcons are weak and not very good.
I'm taking the Packers in this one, too.
If I took the Falcons, I'd be brain dead. Go.
Josh?
Josh?
Who the hell scheduled these games, man?
And
There's
Yeah, no.
been one interesting Monday Night Football game this whole season.
And
Dude, let
I'm
me
watching.
say
I'm
this.
watching. I'm watching the Slammy.
The NFL owes American apology. You know why? They put the Bears on 3 consecutive weeks on national TV.
I know, and they
Ta-
suck.
Blame it on
that's why
Roger.
the NFL owes this country an apology.
Blame it on Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell says, "Hey, I thought we could boost the ratings up here and make sure we can enjoy some NFL with having the Bears on a couple times."
You got an
Hey,
NFL
I'm
problem.
watching the Slammies on Monday. I got priorities, so I'm good.
Watching the Slammies on Monday.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers, too. Everybody's
All right.
taking the Packers?
Yep.
Bunch of Packers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been very impressive. Everybody thought that after his relax comment that somebody's fallen asleep, that's what
Oh,
he's
you're boring
has
me,
been
kid.
doing. And Frank, I still can't believe you in the chat room. You're picking the Packers to go to the Super Bowl? Get the heck out of here.
Yes, I am picking the Packers to go to the Super Bowl.
Josh would
Because
disagree.
Dude, because of the camaraderie.
They
Josh,
have no leaders. Aaron Rodgers is a selfish prick. Don't
Dude,
give
you know
me
what?
that crap
That's
against the
true,
leaders.
Josh. Dude, Josh, I wish I could say that about Jay Cutler, but you gotta admit reality. Would you see it for what it is?
I'm talking
Hey,
about
hey.
leadership.
I
I'm not
know
talking about his
it's
stupid
right now.
Better get
stats.
to
I'm
the-
talking about the fact that he's not a leader.
It's not true.
You better get to the next game, otherwise we're going to run out of time.
all right, this one is a big one because I think tomorrow a lot of us will plan on Skyping tomorrow, Jeff.
I don't
New
know. I just
England?
might keep my shit off.
Oh, you're gonna keep it off. He doesn't even want to Skype with Sean because he knows
Hey, what
that
happened
New
to Google
England is gonna
Hangout?
beat
I don't
San
wanna do
Diego in
nothing.
San Diego.
I don't want to do nothing. I got this bad feeling.
Dude, if it's a bad feeling, I'm telling you, I think the Patriots are in. Well, the Patriots. I got to say this. You know what has been great about the Patriots' preparation this week? After the loss to Green Bay, they didn't fly back east. They
I
flew
know.
4 hours out to San Diego.
We've been talking
That
about that
there
all week.
tells you the preparation has been great. It has been organized. And not only that, the Patriots overall have been rolling. I'm taking the Patriots in a huge rout tomorrow over the Chargers.
Yeah.
I happen to disagree with you, Frank, because they've been showing pictures on the news here in San Diego, on the Padres. On the Chargers website, all over that the New England Patriots have been doing everything under the sun while they've been here. They went to the zoo. They went to SeaWorld. Gronkowski went up to L.A. to a Clipper game and hung out with a bunch of people. They're having too much fun. I don't think they're preparing correctly.
What? Oh, come on!
There you go,
Hold on.
Jeff.
Wow!
Business trip.
What?
And
This is a bill. Isn't this a business trip? What are you doing going to SeaWorld? Shouldn't you win the Super Bowl to go to SeaWorld?
Hey, listen, Bill Belichick's
Or
girlfriend's
SeaWorld
out
or
here.
God knows where else.
Bill Belichick's girlfriend's out here hanging out on the beach, right in the sand. I love you, Bill, and me and Bill and all. No, this is supposed to be a business trip, but they're having too much fun.
They're too
Josh?
busy smoking the Poe and hanging out with
oh
Justin
my
Bieber.
goodness, jeez!
And I'm not at Johnny Manziel's birthday party right now.
Yeah.
Josh, Patriots, Chargers. Who are you taking?
Since we got show implications here, I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. And a bet comes tomorrow where if I lose, I have to take all my Boston sports gear
Hey,
down. Is that
hey,
how it
but
goes?
this is the only start though, because next week they're losing to Miami, my friend.
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
And that's in New England.
Wow.
So how does this bet work? Okay, I lose. I have to take
Uh-huh.
all my
Well, let's
Boston
finish-
sports gear
Hey,
down for 2
let's-
weeks.
Let's finish making the picks first.
All right. Predict the score for these games. I'll say
Hold on,
Packers
wait
in a rout,
a
31-9.
second. Hold on. Did Frank give his pick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said
he said
Patriots in a rout. Didn't you hear what I said?
And we know who he's taking, Sean, and we know who I'm taking. So I guess really we got all the picks. I have a bad feeling. I have this really bad feeling in my stomach, but I'm still taking the Chargers.
He has a bad feeling because he's going to lose the bet.
Then we'll all be on, hey, you know what? Then we'll all be on vacation for 2 weeks.
All
There
right,
you
Packers and the Falcons predict the scores for these games. Green Bay in a rout, 31-9.
I'll say 35-3 Packers.
I'm going 28-10 Packers.
Packers 56, the Falcons 7.
I could see that.
Patriots, Chargers predict the scores for these games.
Josh.
Brady.
Chargers 27, Patriots 14.
Wow. Sean.
Get ready for this one.
Frank.
Get ready for this one. The
Tom
final
Brady.
score from Jack Murphy Stadium, and it will always be known as Jack Murphy Stadium in my heart and mind and soul.
Uh-huh.
The New England Patriots 40, the San Diego Chargers 10.
Wow. Sean.
Tom Brady drives them down the field, and the Patriots win
Oh,
31-30 with the game-winning field goal by Steven Gostkowski.
Okay, Phil Simms.
You won't even see Tom Brady halfway through the fourth quarter. It'll be Garoppolo.
You're worse than Phil Simms.
Are you
What
ready?
do you mean? I'm not. I'm just
You are.
seeing
Who's worse
how
than
I view
Phil
it.
Simms?
You are, Sean. You know what? Chargers win 30-27.
Oh, jeez. All right, who will score the most points this week?
Indianapolis.
Denver.
I said New England.
Josh.
Green Bay.
Who's going to score the fewest? I got Washington.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Josh, you read my mind. Jacksonville.
I said New England, but obviously I'm going to be wrong because of what Dallas. The fewest points. Who did I say? I think I said. Oh yeah, I can tell you who I said. The Raiders, because you know what? I have no faith in the Raiders today.
even though
Raiders.
Josh is picking Raiders for the upset special, Frank.
And there you go.
Hey,
There's.
you know what?
Go ahead, Frank. Finish what were you going to say?
No, you're picking the Raiders to beat the 49ers tomorrow.
I mean,
Yep.
Or I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do for a week. Remember I made that bet with Sean about remember I made that bet with you about the Patriot stuff?
Yeah.
That I had to put the Patriot stuff up. If the Raiders win this game tomorrow, I will for 1 week and 1 week only put the Raiders stuff up.
All right.
All right.
And if you lose, don't worry. There's no bet since I made it. There's no bet. There's no.
all right.
I'm the one that has everything to lose here, not you.
All right.
And on that note, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back on Monday. Everybody enjoy the football tomorrow. We'll see you on Monday. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. Have a great Sunday. We will see you on Monday. Adios.
Later.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is